Let's do a trade recap for yesterday. I didn't take any trades, but there was a setup, so let me show you why I didn't take any. Overall, this is what the markets were doing. The market conditions weren't the best. There was no news yesterday. Price has basically been trading in between this range for the last 1, 2, 3 days, and then it broke out yesterday in New York session, so last night. I was waiting for price for all these days to break out of this range, and it didn't choose to break up, so it chose to make this indication down. It made this correction and it looks like it's going on a continuation, but let's go into the lower time frame. So this is what I was seeing yesterday. This is pretty much the time where I was like, okay, I'm hopping off the charts because it doesn't look like the price is doing anything. It was also 2 a.m. my time and I was extremely tired. I didn't want to make a bad decision because I was tired. Price ended up wicking to this area, making a equal low, but that's hindsight. I didn't see that yesterday. With what I was looking at yesterday, I could see that this was the recent low. Yeah, this line here represented the more recent low, and then this was the wick around about where this box was. So I had that as like a key area to watch. That's why there's this big line here. But we obviously saw this indication, and then we saw this correction with pretty clean bullish market structure where price was just continuously breaking highs and leaving lows. The trend is obviously exhausted at this point here, but we didn't see this break in market structure until way later on in the New York session, to the point where, I mean, a continuation this far into the New York session wasn't going to be the highest probability. It obviously did continue. It actually didn't all the way reach the low wicks. It did continue, but there was just a loss of momentum at this point. And with the market conditions looking just so unclear, I wasn't super eager to jump in on this trade just because there's an opportunity. And even with this indication, it doesn't look like it's really continuing to go down. It's not really respecting the trend. And I say that because price has formed a higher high and a higher low. But yeah, I'm definitely glad that I stuck out of that trade. I just think with these market conditions and that movement not being the best, and then also the time into New York session that I was in, it just wouldn't have been a good move. I would have been forcing a trade when I didn't really need to take the trade. And I mean, in terms of RR, in terms of like that indication level, it wouldn't have even been the best trade for me to take. It didn't really swing past those lows, so there wasn't high momentum. It showed that the sellers weren't super strong on that indication. But yeah, that's just my opinion, but let me know how your trading day went.